Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
What's up, guys? Your boy Dark Cloud. Yes, I'm back, and this is not a welcome video. This is a video, I was basically pulled from the shadows, for this one. You guys follow me on Twitter. I posted I was gonna make a video about this today, and this is my third reshoot because I ran out of memory on the first one. Oh my god. And it was good too, so let's see if we can, I don't know. I really thought about this video today, like how I was gonna make this video. I even thought about recording some voice notes. But as you can see per title to the video, people crying about cross-generation games and crying, saying that this company lied, that company lied, PlayStation lied, Herman Holtz lied. And you know what? For all the people that watch me that are offended by this, if you feel offended, you feel I'm talking about you, then I am talking about you. I don't care whose feelings are hurt or anyone that feels that I'm attacking them because you feel that this message is attacking your statement, because in this pandemic, everyone feels that my voice is important. I have to be heard. I am important. I am a king. I am a queen. I have to be heard. I'm gonna tweet. I'm gonna tweet that. You have to follow me. Blah, 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 and all this other jazz. This is some of the reasons why I just kind of disappeared. And for all of you that are wondering what I've been up to, I've just been hanging out with my family. I've been overlanding with the Jeep. I'm planning to go across the country, just hiking and tenting and stuff like that. I'm about to put a new roof tent on the Jeep and just have fun, just go out. You know what I'm saying? I've also been in my RC hobbies and stuff like that, and just hanging out with other people, cool people and things like that, just spending time with the family, just driving all over California and stuff like that. That's what I've been up to, and just working. But getting to the topic of this video, there are a lot of people that feel that these companies are lying. These companies are saying all of these things. And you know, the sad part about this is we've seen this before. We've seen this before with the Switch, with Breath of the Wild and the Wii U and things like that. We've seen all of this before. People have complained and cried about, actually no one complained and cried about these things when it came to Nintendo doing this. But we've seen this before. The PlayStation 5 is only about 5 months, 6 months old, and we've gotten some games that run only on PS5, and we've got games that are cross-generation, because if you have been living under a rock, what's happening right now is Herman Holtz or a few other interviews or information coming out that Gran Turismo 7 is going to be cross-generation with the PlayStation 4, PS4 Pro, and PS5, and then the Horizon Forbidden West is going to be on PS4 and PS5, and then God of War Ragnarok is also going to be on PS4, PS5, and people are crying about this. They're saying you lied in the So you want, for a game that has been in development before there was even a dev kit for the PS5, you want for that to be only on PS5. Do you happen to know there are hundreds of games that are limited, not just by hardware, that there are so many things that have been ripped out of specific games that you talk about possibilities, right? Oh, if this game was only on the PS5, it would have all of this and all of that. Do you realize that when the PS4 was just a PS4, there was no PS5 even being thought of, or PS3, whatever it is, or Xbox, whatever it is? If a developer came out and told y'all how many things they've taken away because of budget, because of hardware, because of software, or lack of skill by developer to create that specific type of world or feature that they could not do, or that there was just not enough software, or they didn't know how to do that yet. If you knew that, none of you would play video games. If you're sitting there worried about what could be, when did what could be to affect the way or detrimentally destroy the way a game is today? When these games come out, these same people that are crying about this stuff, you're not gonna hear them anymore. They're gonna be playing the game. They're not gonna care. You're sitting here arguing about what could be when you have no idea if the game is even good or when it comes out if it's going to be even good. You know what I'm saying? Worry about those things. Then on top of that too, these people worry about like the things that don't really matter. Do you have any idea that if developers actually came out and told you I believe that there are games that are coming out only for Series X and PS5 could have or possibly have been developed for the PS4 that only came out on PS5. These developers don't tell you everything. These publishers don't tell you everything. Publishers can literally go to a developer and say, ooh, yeah, scrap that version of the PS4 and we're gonna pay you this much for it only to go on the PS5. And you wouldn't know. Then you have people saying, oh, well, I don't care about these other people. Gaming is an expensive hobby and it's a selfish hobby too. Shut up. Everything in life is an expensive hobby. My RC collection alone is an expensive hobby. Over $20,000 plus in RC parts. In my Jeep, Jesus Christ. You don't even want to go there. Everything in life is an expensive hobby. PC gaming is an expensive hobby. My home theater is an expensive hobby. Everything in life is an expensive hobby. But you cannot ask these companies to forget about the other people. Do you think that Bowers and Wilkins only cares about the high-end people? No, they care about the high-end people. That's why Martin Logan comes out with motion 40s, motion 60s, motion 50s. They come out with different versions of these things because they want to make sure that everyone has the ability or the capability of supporting or even being able to be within the same playing field to enjoy their hobby or that. Just like in the RC world, there are companies like Vidavon, there are heavy companies like that basically makes pro line stuff that are super expensive, Curry axles for different types of Jeep cars and stuff like that cost thousands of dollars. But there are companies like Injora that make cheap parts just to get you in the hobby itself. So what I'm getting at is PlayStation as a company is not going to sit there and say, screw the rest of the 1.6, 1.7 million PlayStations out there that don't have the ability to get a PS5 because there isn't any. They're sold out. It's hard to get that. You can say selfish hobby. It's a selfish hobby or an expensive hobby when it's available to everyone, but no one else could purchase it. The PS5 is not an expensive piece of hardware. It's just hard to get your hands on. People spend more than that on cell phones. Hate to burst your bubble, PS5s are not expensive. Anybody can get one, especially with today's pandemics and people getting paychecks after paychecks from Joe Biden. People can buy one. It's just hard to get, and no one's gonna spend that aftermarket price because of all these scalpers charging people $6,000 for a $399 piece of hardware. The hobby is expensive, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to be pigeonholed from a game as a company. I've heard from a lot of podcasters, from different podcasters, from people that are higher up there that have ties with people in PlayStation and Xbox, that these games that you guys want, these cinematic masterpieces that you want, cost so much money that it's actually hurting the company to make these games. But in order to recoup, they got to put it on PC, they got to put it on PlayStation 4. And for all these guys like, oh my God, then if PlayStation is gonna do this, I'm just gonna build a PC. Dude, no, you're not. Most of you guys aren't even gonna do that. Most of you guys don't even look at PC. You look at PC and be like, whoo, I'm good. That looks like a puzzle piece from back in the days. Remember the 1,000 to 2,000 piece puzzle, or the parents out there that gets the kids a Lego and the Lego car is literally like 10,000 pieces? Yeah, I had to deal with that. Yes, and I finished it. But what I'm getting at is everything that we do gaming wise, we should just basically be accepting the game and enjoying the game. All of those things will come later down the line. Everything. The PlayStation only. Like for instance, look at how games on the PlayStation 4 looks. with these developments of limited hardware. Look at how great they've gotten. You guys also forget that engines are made now to scale based on hardware. That they're not as limited anymore. Yes, they're limited, but not as limited. You can take specific things away, but you could still get it on those things. You know what I'm saying? Like Underwater on Horizon, they said couldn't be done. Now it's going to be done on the PS4. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about these things and stop. If you sat there and said, I wondered what this is going to be like, you would never make it anywhere. For instance, the people that buy TVs. If I buy the C1 today, I wonder what the C2 is going to be like. Is the C2 going to be better? If you sat there and just was like, damn, bro, I'm about to spend this much money. I wonder what the next model is going to be like. Maybe I should wait. Dude, you're going to be in a circle of BS that you're never going to be able to get what you want because you're worried about things then when you could just enjoy what's now. I did not sit for 1 minute looking at Horizon Forbidden West asking myself, damn it, did Aloy put on weight? I wonder if this is going to be on the PS4. Wonder what they couldn't do if this only was on PS5. I don't worry about those things. You enjoy the game. And again, I don't care if you feel offended. Stop crying. Everybody that feels offended by this video that I'm talking directly to you, then yeah, I'm talking directly to you. For all the people out there that basically be like, yo, dude, the game was amazing. Not once did I look at freaking Forbidden West was like, yo, yeah, as a matter of fact, the scene where everyone has Aloy's face, I'm like, wait a minute, did I miss that? Where did they capture that? I was too blown away by the, first I watched it on my phone because I was at work. I came home, watched it on my PC. Then I went and watched it out in the OLED in the living room. And I was like, oh my God, this looks amazing. You know, I did not once think, damn it, did she get fat? When the dude was coughing up the water, I was like, yo, is this in-game or is this like a CGI cutscene? That's what I was looking at. This is all in-game engine? This is amazing. I can't wait to play. But no, everybody is complaining about either weight on Aloy or comparing Horizon Forbidden West to Ratchet and Clank. Like, bro, there's a lot of games that I saw coming out, like for PS4 and for PS5, that they could possibly run on the PS4. But you want the best. You want the ins and outs. You want to be able to enjoy the 4K 60 that everyone's talking about. But you'll have those fools that sit there and be like, oh, these are all games that are cross-gen. You don't need a PS5 for this. You could have went and played Demon Souls on the original PS3 at 30 frames, 20 frames per second, and delay controllers, all this other jazz. Yes, those same people go out and buy graphics card. They go out and buy PC hardware just to play the same games that we're all playing now, years later. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. You feel offended? Yes. I feel that this pandemic has made people scrutinize things way too much. There are too many people at home, and social media mainly has made people just sit there and piece out everything and dissect everything to complain and cry about everything. And I know this video is long, and I'm so sorry that it's long, but I just had to speak my piece. I had to, I had to Bruce Wayne it. I had to come with all the facts. There are so many games that if you knew they were gonna be on PS4 cross-gen and Xbox cross-gen, but publishers and the developer decides, nah, we're good. That's too much work. There's too much time that we gotta work on. We're too limited with office space. We don't have the budget for it. We don't have the software for it. Unreal Engine 5, we didn't have that when we were making this game. So, Unreal Engine 4, we didn't have this when we were making this game. We didn't know what to do. Johnny the artist to do the game, he's not that skilled yet, but he's the best we have. There's so many things that if you knew how it affects the way the games come out, instead of crying about hardware, I heard this the best from somebody. That's like this graphics card over here. Like people with 3090s, people with the 3080 Ti's sitting there crying or pissed off that if this was only, this PC game minimum required was not a 1080 Ti or a 960, if it was recommended specs for a 3090, then I would enjoy this game. That sounds so stupid, bro. Every game is made in scale. You look at PC games, the requirements, they're nowhere close to the card you have. They're generations behind. Stop crying about stuff. Cell phone games, they're scaled down for the first, no, not the first, well, the 5th generation iPhone. Are you mad that your iPhone is not being used as its full extent? That's just life in general. And stop there are people like King David that spends thousands of dollars on these, on statues and things like that. There are people like me that spends thousands of dollars on competition crawlers. I got an RC car that does 150 miles an hour, and if I can't do that stock, there's so much I had to put in there. A rock crawler, a stock Rubicon can do the Rubicon Trail, but I can't do the Mojave Trail and do some rock crawling in Tennessee and Utah. Stock, I gotta spend money on Fox shocks or different type of axles. There's so many things you have to do. Put a 2.5 inch lift to base, and then put on, look, everything in life is an expensive hobby. And a hobby is things that you don't need, you just want. You need water. You know what I'm saying? You could get away with playing your newest favorite game on a PlayStation 4. And again, I hate to burst your bubble, PS5 is not expensive. You're talking about an expensive hobby. You can enjoy a PS5 at $399, $499, and you can enjoy it on the most crappiest TV with HDR today and still have fun. I hate to break it to you, the people that are crying about this stuff, by the 4,000, the 6,000, the 120,000 of you that's crying about this, you're nothing close to that 1.7 million that own PS4s. And you actually want Sony to miss out on that. You want Microsoft to miss out on that. Did you keep the same energy with Breath of the Wild? No, you didn't. It's your boy Dark Cloud. I'm gonna see you when I see you. Like, comment, don't subscribe. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying life. Anyways, peace.